Hey guys, I decided I was going to throw a quick tutorial about on how to use Strata. This is just the basics, so we're going to start off here by clicking File, going to New, or you can always use the hotkey Control N. Now, I have the grab tool activated, so that's why that box is there, but we'll switch to the normal view. Alright, first of all, using Strata, I'm going to teach you how to use the camera. So click on the plus button and go from New Camera from View. Open that up, and then you see you got your directional keys. Now these are to go back and forth, as you will see. And this is to kind of tilt at an angle. This is to zoom around an object at a slight tilt. And up and down, obviously. Now over here we have the directional. The white part of the arrow is where your camera will go. So we got left and right. Now the difference between these from these will actually move you over on the grid, but these will just move your camera in the direction that you choose. Alright, now let's start off by going to a fresh camera and zooming out a little so we can see our workstation pretty well. Alright, now let's start out with a basic square. You'll see this little tool here with cubes and stuff. So first of all, we'll go to a normal cube. Now, where you want to place the cube, you're going to put one arrow on the grid where you want to place it, and the other there. And then go ahead and let go. And now you'll see we have our cube. With the grab tool, we got our directionals where we can pull it. We can push it down, move it side to side. Alright, and then we have the rotate tool, which allows us to rotate the object accordingly to how we need it. It's a pretty useful tool. Alright, and we have the scale tool, which lets you scale and modify the object to what you want it to be. Now, you can add texture on the model by going down here. I have chosen to use the trial version of Strata, so you can see probably what you will have to download instead of buying the full version to start off. So we'll go to ship plate. Now just drag and drop it on there. Now you'll see that our box is pretty well lit now. But how about we add a background? In this environment tab, there will be a background button. Go to visible, and we will choose cloudy day for now. Alright, now this camera is the render camera. When you use the render camera, it shows what the model would look like if you were to take a high def picture of it. So let's go ahead and click that. Give it a second to load. It seems to be slower with this screen recorder, so don't worry if it's taking this long in the video. It won't normally take that long. And now we have our square. And now it's pretty dark on this side, but there is a texture there. We just need to go to lights and move it in the middle. Now you'll see that all the directions are lit up from the middle, so the sun's coming down pretty much from the middle and hitting this side mostly. Now, Strata can also be used to put files in games such as models, but the texture will be gone from the original Strata when you put it in this form. So we will just add a basic square of any shape, and we'll throw a texture on it, just a random texture, which is ice. Now we go to save as. Now, because this is the Strata file, you'll just have to save it that way. So, right. Now if we go out of the camera view and try to export it this way, you will see that we'll get a list of stuff. Like you can save it as a bitmap image, which you do not want to save it as a bitmap image until you render the window, because this is actually showing you a picture. So while you have this box selected, then you can go to File, Save As, and you'll be able to choose from bitmap, video for Windows, etc. Let's go ahead and close that. So let's go to Export. Now you'll see that you can save it as various files. such as TIFF, Targa, but we want to use DXF file. Now, for most of you people who know how to make models for, let's say, Morrowind or Oblivion, you know that you'll have to save it as a NIF. Now, all a NIF is pretty much a picture that you can see around. It's like a 3D picture. So we'll save this to my desktop as test. Now we'll scroll down until we find the test file right there. Now open up Blender. You will need the requirements for Blender in order to do this. Now the cool thing about Strata is it actually adds a file that gives collision to any object without you having to manually put it there. And it's pretty accurate too. So go ahead and delete the square that starts out in there. File, open. We'll go to desktop and look for our file test. Now Blender will only be able to open up the DXF file. So go ahead and open that up. And now you'll see our square. Alright. Now you will have to go to File, Export, Net Immerse Game Bro, which is NIF. Once that opens up, you'll just see, like I'm already working on a mod, so I'll just take that away and put test. And I actually want to save this on my desktop. So we'll go to desktop and export. Now you'll get a list that shows you where to save it for. And if your game's not on this list, you really don't have to. NIF is pretty much all the way around. You can choose pretty much whatever one you want. These are just guides. So we'll do Morrowind for now. Hit save, OK, and it'll start exporting and writing the NIF. That's done, then you can go ahead and exit out of Blender. Alright, and that will be the end for our tutorial on how to do basic models in Strata, and our little bonus on how to put them in Morrowind. Alright, I thank you, and if you have any questions, please leave your comment, or you can private message me. Either way will work. I will make another tutorial video on how to do more advanced stuff in Strata, but that'll be depending on how many views and how many comments I get for stuff I need to do. Alright, thank you, and have a great day.